Hello everyone, I'm the Herb Guy and welcome back to another video. Today we are in the garden, but not for a harvest. So we're just gonna do some work. Do stuff with this lavender. I moved this stuff back over here because it was growing out in a direction, which most likely means it was getting leggy because it wasn't getting enough sun. But let's start here. So first of all, I'm gonna trim back this lemongrass just a little bit so I can encourage some growth. Not really sure how to do this, but I'm gonna kind of just do that pretty much, and then we can get some lemongrass, which isn't all that useful. This is also technically the first harvest in a long time I've gotten from this lemongrass. It actually lasts a pretty long time, I have to say. Pretty much what I'm gonna do there. Hopefully it'll start sending out some shoots. So it'll start growing a little bit. Now for this time, I'm gonna trim it, kind of give it a bit of shape. Quite a bit of time that we got there, cutting it back. But now I'm actually gonna do this rosemary next. Kind of similar to what I did with the thyme. Just shape it a little bit. So we're gonna do like that. Okay, shape this top a little bit. This thing from the gourd just grabbed onto my rosemary. That's what you get for that. I'm actually gonna take off a big piece right here. Ah, it's quite a big thing. Shaped that rosemary and got quite a little bit of a harvest, which is nice. This is not meant to be a harvest video, by the way. This is a yard work video if you weren't paying attention. But now over to the lavender. I want to take a cutting from this and see if I can propagate it, because you can tell it's pretty dead. And I should probably trim this back a little bit. Okay, I accidentally got two cuttings, but we'll use that to propagate. And I took off some sticks, so it's a little more bare, but it looks a little better now that I've taken it off. But so we'll add that to the bin. And now we're actually gonna go over there. We're coming over here to the mint because we're gonna take a lot of this actually. So I got a little bit of mint. More what I mean by a little bit, I mean more like a lot. Right there. So we're gonna go inside now and do some work with those. Alright, so I'm gonna start out with propagating these lavender cuttings. So first of all, I'm gonna wanna take off some of these bottom leaves here. Alright, we're gonna strip some of these bottom leaves. Now we're gonna take a little cup here, or I should say a can. And then we're gonna pour, spilled. We're gonna pour water into here, and then kind of just, insert this into the water. And it's buoyant. And then we'll put this one in there as well. And then we're gonna put it by a sunny windowsill. Or this one's probably more ideal. The sunny windowsill, so it'll get light and stuff. But now we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back here. Okay, now we're gonna tackle this lemongrass. Alright, so I got some stuff for this, and we're gonna cut up this lemongrass just a little bit so I can fit it into the, thing. Kind of just Okay, I cut it all up. It's kind of more like an Herb Guy's Kitchen episode than anything else. All I'm doing is drying the stuff, though. I might eventually make a guide on dehydrating herbs. Now, I'm probably not going to turn them into a powder, but I'll probably just have the dried stalks and, and just put it into a jar. Pretty much going to be just dehydrating most of these herbs. Probably not the time, though. So let's wash the mint. So I have all the mint drying. It's gonna take forever. The rosemary is going on. I'm not gonna put the thyme in. However, I'm still gonna strip the thyme. Not at the moment, because I have this rosemary to go through. Definitely 3.5. There we go. Got that done. Now we're gonna remove this. Okay, so I'm not gonna strip it. I'm just gonna put it straight into the jar here. I'm not gonna put it in as a clump, just so it's easier to grab it. We're gonna seal it up and put it in the fridge. I haven't done that in a while. Alright, so finally this mint is dried, and we're gonna just take out the leaves and put it on this little thing here. It's 2:30 now. It took me a long time. But I have all of the mint, rosemary, and lemongrass on here. So now we're gonna put it I'm gonna put it into this dehydrator here. The rosemary at the bottom. What's that? And we'll put the lemongrass in. And now we're gonna oh, it's not plugged in. I'm gonna set it to 105 for not 8, not 9, not 10, not 11, not 11 and a half, but 12 hours. The mint. It's moving. Oh, that's a weird smell. That's like mint. That's mint, lemongrass, and rosemary combined in one scent. That's weird. I will show you, if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see in the thumbnail what all this stuff turns out to be. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. And enjoy the next video.